Bro, today has been the worst day of my life. Literally. I've been driving all day today, and literally people been cutting me off. Somebody almost hit me, bro, right before I pulled into my house. Can you believe that? And not to mention, it's been raining all day, bro. Like it's been a terrible day. This is one of the worst days of my life, literally, bro. And that guy that cut me off, I got something from him. Let me catch him out there, bro. Watch. He gonna see me. Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Rasta White. Today I'm gonna be talking about 5 habits that you need to quit doing today in order to be happy. Okay, first off, let me say this. When you hear people talk about how to become happy, there's no perfect utopia out there, right? We all know that that does not exist. We're all human, we have emotions. But there are a lot of tips and tricks and just habits that we do on a daily basis that either add to our happiness or decline our happiness. And we don't even realize it. A lot of stuff we think is just normal. And to a degree, it is normal, but that's not an excuse to be acting the way you be acting. Okay. So I'm gonna start with the habit number one that you need to stop immediately: having road rage. Listen, when you're driving, what's the first thing you do when somebody cuts you off? I still feel it, right? You feel anger, you feel tension, you feel disrespected, you feel like, who does person think they is to cut me off? But let's think about every person that have cut you off. Did you ever see them again? No, right? You probably never seen them again. So you probably got a shadow enemy that you never encountered again ever in your life, right? So it doesn't make sense. Why should we allow people cutting us off and people driving too slow and things like that to really irk our nerves to a point to where we literally feel unhappy, or even worse, we can literally get mad and be ready to throw a temper tantrum literally because a person that we don't know and probably would never see again cut us off. So that's something to work on. Stop doing that. If somebody cuts you off, I'm not saying you're not going to feel anger. I still can feel it. But as soon as the emotion begin to stir up in my mind, what I do is I think like, is it really that serious? I said it to myself before I get mad, before I, flick them off, before I do anything like that. I'd be like, is it really that serious? I remember like it was probably like a year ago. I was driving slow in the fast lane where I was going above the speed limit, but these people, they be you go 10 miles over the speed limit, you still going too slow, right? So this lady, she went around, well, she was behind me for a good little minute and seeing that I wasn't gonna speed up. I usually do, I ain't gonna lie, they be pressuring me. I'd be like, I get the speeding up. But she just ended up just going around me and literally she sped around me. Soon as I realized she was getting annoyed, I heard her engine, and she just went around me and then she just flicked me off. And I was just like, and I could tell you, I literally started laughing. Like I started laughing. I didn't get mad about it. It hurt me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, dang, what I do to get flicked off? I ain't deserve that, right? But I started laughing to myself, and now it was just a funny story. So that's tip number one. In that road rage, it is not good. I'm telling you. Now, habit number two that you need to stop: hating rainy days. You wake up, you check the weather yesterday, it said it was going to be sunny. You go, you look outside the window, it's raining. Yep, today is going to be a terrible day. Immediately, we label the whole day as a bad day because of the rain. I know some people are here listening, like, what you talking about? I love rainy days. I'm with you all day. I love them. They give me calm. They give me a peace of mind. I feel like the world kind of shut down a little bit and you can kind of chill and relax. But the people out there who just love sunny days, I hear you. I love my sunny days too. You feel me? But this morning it was raining and I went for a run this morning. And the crazy thing is, it's wintertime. I'm up here in Michigan, so you already know it's cold up here in the winter. But the crazy thing is, it was raining and I started running and I realized I did not even think about the fact that it was raining. It didn't cross my mind. I didn't have no negative emotion. I was neutral about it. I got up. Okay, it's wintertime. It's cold. I understand that. Went for my run and it had no effect on me whatsoever. That's when I actually decided to make this video because I'm like, wow, the little things we don't realize that we stop, the little things that we let affect us that we don't realize are the things that also ultimately leads to us feeling down and unhappy. Have you ever thought about that? It's those little things. If you could start detaching your emotions from things, you'll find yourself being a lot happier because most of the time you're neutral, right? You're never gonna always be happy, but you see something that, okay, it's a rainy day. Wow, okay, whatever. It's a nice sunny day. Okay, wow, I can have me a little extra fun today. Learn to be more neutral about things and quit hating rainy days. Okay. Now, habit number 3 that you need to stop immediately, focusing on the negative. That kind of ties into my last point when I say detach your emotions from things. Negative thinking, we all have it. We're naturally programmed to focus on the negative stuff. We're built to survive. So when we see 10 good things going right, then we see that one bad thing, our attention naturally goes straight to that, right? Because our brain is designed to pick out the things that are a threat to us or that we find as a threat, right? But the more you practice positive thinking, now I'm not the biggest people, I don't believe you could always be positive. Them negative thoughts are inevitably going to pop up in your head. You just don't want to feed them. Okay, you don't want to feed them. Somebody do something that irritates you a little bit, they walk past you, you be like, you know what? I'm about to say something. But or you could just take a deep breath and just be like, it ain't that serious. I'm gonna let it go. Now, a problem this big stayed that big. I'm guilty of this a million times. I done took problems this big, fed it just a little dog treat, and that problem turned into boom, with family members, with my wife. We done had some big arguments that started with a little dumb little thing that me or her could have possibly just let go and moved on. But our brain naturally, everything's going good in your life, everything's going smooth, all of that good stuff. But then your brain be like, this is too good to be true. Something bad is either happening right now and I don't know it's happening, or something bad is definitely near. So I need to put my guard up. And the next thing you know, you acting crazy, talking crazy. When in reality, everything is okay. So take the time out to start. Just use positive emotions and positive thoughts to counter those negative thoughts. For example, somebody, or put it this way, look at the value from everything. Like no matter what the situation is, there's value in it. You get fired from your job. Okay, I got fired. Boom, that's messed up. I can't believe they let me go, blah, blah, blah. But then you look at the value like, okay, well, I spent 5 years there. I learned X, Y, and Z. It shouldn't be hard for me to go find a new company to work for because of this and because of that. And I'm so glad I was able to get that experience. I learned because I learned this lesson, I learned that lesson. So you find that value and you start thinking about that, it push out the negative thoughts. So that's tip number 3. Not tip number 3, that's habit number 3, to stop doing immediately. And habit number 4, overthinking. Now this one, I almost don't even feel qualified enough to talk about, to stop doing this, because man, I'm a thinker. I'm an introverted type of person. I'm always to myself, listening to my thoughts. I'm always in my head, right? But over the last, I don't know, a few months now, I've been really practicing living in the moment. Not overthinking about tomorrow, not overthinking about yesterday, not even thinking about the next few hours. Just thinking about what's happening right now, right? What's happening right now? I give y'all a perfect strategy that I've been using lately that I got from this video from this girl. I think it's a little bit better. It's the YouTube channel. Great channel, by the way. And she said, whenever you find yourself overthinking, ask yourself this one question. Do you have a problem right now? What's wrong with you right now? If you're listening to this, there's probably nothing going on to you right now at this moment. You listen to this so your ears work. You breathing so your ears can work, right? You're probably not going under no pain, because if you were going under some pain, you would be focused on that and not on listening to this. So it's a lot of things that could be going on that you're projecting in the future or in the past and things like that, but it's not happening right now. So why would I give away this moment in this very time for something that is either A, never going to happen anyway, or something that happened and I have no control over it? Sit with that. That's a big one, and it does work. I've been using it. It definitely works. Now, the fifth and final habit that you need to stop doing immediately is holding grudges. Forgive but don't forget. I get that, and I understand that. I think there's a lot of truth to that. You forgive but you don't forget. You understand that a person is capable of X, Y, and Z because they did it before. I get it. But the only thing about that is it's very hard to forgive someone when you don't forget. Well, how can I forget? Right. You're probably never going to forget. But what you can do is learn to just detach, again, detach your emotions from it. A person stole some money from you 2 years ago. Okay, when you think about it, it shouldn't stir up no new emotion. Because what happens is when you think about stuff that happened before or even earlier today at work and you bring that home with you, you're literally reliving that moment. You ever thought about that? You're creating the pain that you went through for that 3 seconds, mental pain. When you tell somebody and you vent about it, you're reliving it. You're recreating it in your brain. And it might even hurt worse the second time. So learning to not let grudges be, and I say grudges too, because there's so many people out here that you got into it with a few years ago, maybe a few months ago, and y'all are not friends. Y'all don't talk. Y'all don't have no type of conversation whatsoever. And don't realize that both of y'all have grown into two people that will like each other. Both of y'all have grown into two people that if y'all were to reconnect, y'all would be like, I can't believe we haven't talked this long. Have you ever had that happen before? You had somebody you kept your distance from, you get back close to them and be like, wow, you done evolved into a whole new person. I like you now. So now I can love you, right? So that's a big thing. Learning to let go of grudges. I'm learning to do it too. I had some stuff today where it was a situation where I did something because of something that person did in the past. Nothing crazy. But then I had to learn, let me respond with love. So instead of me thinking about the stuff, blah, 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 let me do something that that person might not do for me ever and not expect it in return. Let me just do that. Here you go. Love you and keep it moving. So free yourself from holding grudges. Free yourself from these five habits. I guarantee you won't be perfectly happy, but I guarantee your happiness will change dramatically over the next few days, probably the next few hours for some of you. Okay? I'm Rasta White with your inner hero. Stop these habits, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.